Forbidden to drive. Denied education. Forced to wear burqas and veils. Unequal rights. Honor killings. Segregation. These are some of the contentious issues that are often raised regarding Muslim women. But who are Muslim women? What does the religion Islam say about women? Does Islam give women rights? Does Islam treat women as equals? Does Islam provide for the full participation of women in society?
Most people have a lot of misperceptions about Islam. Issues about oppression of women, issues about men making all of the decisions in Islam, issues about, God being a different God than one might worship in Christianity. All those were issues I had to learn to be able to speak to as a new Muslim.
For many people, fleeting images and sensational headlines from the media have been their only source of information about Muslim women. The media often only portrays fragments of information and quick glimpses into the lives of Muslim women. So the question many of us ask is, what does the religion of Islam say about women? Before we begin to answer this question, let us first understand, what is Islam?
Islam to me means peace. Most people wouldn't guess that, but Islam means peace, and the concept of peace has a dual meaning. And in Arabic, which the word Islam comes from, Islam also means submission to God. Completely submitting to God, which makes a person at peace. So it really matches well, peace and submission to God.
Women not voting, that's not Islam. Women not being taken care of in their family unit, that's not Islam. Women not being able to make choices or having access to inheritance, that's not Islam. Islam gave women more rights than any Western system ever created, especially for Americans here, the right to vote. When were we able to vote? Women in Islam were voting back in the 600s. I think we have a lot to learn from a different system.
Islam teaches human beings that men and women are accountable for their own lives. As individuals, we answer only to God, as it is God that we worship and to whom we submit.
Allah is the God of Abraham. In Arabic, when you want to say God, you say Allah. God and Allah represent the same being. And we don't worship Allah and other people worship God. We worship the same Creator.
Allah is the Arabic name for God, the one and only God that Jews, Christians, and all monotheistic faiths worship. As we now better understand the true meaning of Islam, we must make a crucial distinction: the distinction between Islam and Muslims. Islam, the religion, lays out clear parameters for its followers. Unfortunately, followers of Islam, Muslims, do not always follow those tenets.
I always think to myself that I'm glad that I learned Islam and from the Quran and the holy books. I'm glad that I didn't learn Islam from the Muslims, because the example that Muslims show isn't always the example that Islam teaches. And there's not a better example of that than with the situation of women's rights and how women are treated in many countries.